So, I don't know why I signed up for this. Oh, man. We're there. We are there. Hear the cough and then the hiccup? That's how you know I'm getting there. Oh. I know. I'm sorry, Agent. But I've got it on vinyl, so we'll check that out next time you come over. Okay. I know that Theory Chicken and Sean Doors have both signed up to try and educate me on Kingdom Hearts. A little bit of backstory. So I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts. I've had a little bit tried to be thrown at me for the past week, because this is the release week of Kingdom Hearts 3, the long-awaited sequel to 2, which I guess came out in the 1800s or something. I don't fucking know. I have kept up with absolutely none of it. I think it's the silliest thing of all time. There is heartless things involved. There's this weird dude that has another name with an X in it just because it's a guy with an X in it, and then there's this other dude who's controlling everything. I don't fucking know. And apparently Kingdom Hearts is a place. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, so I'm bringing in a couple people to try and educate me on what Kingdom Hearts actually is. So if you're out there, a Theory Chicken, are you with us?
Does it work?
It works. That's a lot better. Also, Sean Doors, I think, and if anybody else wanted to chime in, now's the time. Let me know. I'd love to give you the permission, because I have no idea what this is going to entail. I'm really drunk and actually kind of against learning things right now. So if you want to come in and yell at me, just let me know. In the meantime, Theory Chicken.
I'm drunk and against teaching things, so this will be fun.
Cool. This is going to be great. Theory Chicken, what the fuck is this game? Why is Mickey Mouse a king? And why is Goofy the voice of reason? This is all the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Donald is a magician. How is Goofy being the voice of reason the weirdest part?
So, okay, I was watching a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 3 tonight. Kingdom Hearts 3, I was watching it, and he was like, I guess this is because you're sewing in your heart. And he's being the voice of reason. How is he the smart one? He sounds like he was fetal alcohol syndrome or something. I don't fucking know.
Because Sora is an idiot. He has zero experience outside of his little world, and apparently Goofy and Donald know things because they were with Mickey. I don't know, but Sora is a fucking idiot.
I can explain this.
Sean, please tell me.
Okay, so a lot of the reason that Goofy and Donald are kind of the voice of reason has to do with the fact that Mickey is one of the oldest Keyblade wielders. He's one of the oldest Keyblade masters.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. What the fuck is a Keyblade? I know it's the sword thing, but why is that a thing?
So the Keyblades are all kind of special weapons, as well as they're a key in many forms. They can the true Keyblade is what can unlock the door to Kingdom Hearts itself, as well as it can unlock people's very own heart. They can separate the light from the dark inside them. It serves a lot of purposes. It also acts as kind of this ex machina in a lot of ways. It can do shit when it needs to do shit.
I'm not drunk enough for this. Okay, so there's the one true Keyblade, but all these other people have Keyblades. Sora has a Keyblade. All these weird hooded motherfuckers have a Keyblade. I also learned something about Organization 13 or something, and they all have Keyblades.
Technically, they don't have Keyblades. Actually, they have replicas that aren't actual Keyblades. They're powerful, but they're not the same thing. There's also millions of different Keyblades. There's actually a Keyblade graveyard. It's crazy. It's deep, man.
This is horrifying. Okay.
Organization 13 just ends up being 13 copies of Xehanort.
Yeah, God. At some level, eventually, they all kind of do. They all have a tiny piece of him in them, but that doesn't happen until after the second one. The original Organization 13 that you meet in the first one are all... They're all nobodies. So you were talking about the Heartless and the nobodies.
And Heartless and nobodies happen in, like, they're like, you make a Heartless, you also make a nobody, kind of, depending.
Yeah, there's some complications to that, but at the base...
Don't fucking say.
At the base, there is, if somebody loses their heart, quote unquote, they create a nobody, which is where their heart has gone. Or no, they create a nobody, which is their body, and they create a heartless, which is where their heart has gone. It's very strange.
So they create two bad guys out of one just by being pieces of shit. So it's like, hi, my heart's a piece of shit, so it's going to go over here. Now my body's a piece of shit, so you got two people to fight, right?
Yeah, and so when you kill a heartless and you kill a nobody, it returns both pieces to the original form, and so you become a person again. And so actually Sora is going around murdering people throughout the entire story, but in a good way.
So basically it's just like chemo for evil.
Also, Mrs. Chi, Roxas is Sora's nobody, but he has more than one.
That has to do with the fact... Okay, so there's this stupid fucking convoluted thing in the very beginning of the very first game, which is the very first like dark portal that spawns and the Heartless start coming out of it. Riku, Sora, and I don't fucking remember her name. She basically doesn't need to exist in the story. Kairi, yeah, that one. She basically doesn't need to exist in the story, but the whole game is based around her. She basically stands and stares at everything and never says anything. But her presence is the most important piece to the story. It's real dumb.
The princess of
basically,
heart.
Yeah, she's there's a point where you have to deal... There's 7 princesses the big bad guy is trying to collect and steal all of their hearts because they are the 7 pieces needed to summon the ultimate Keyblade, which is supposed to give him true power over everything. It's some bullshit. But basically, in the very first game, when the Dark Portal they all get sucked into, there's a scene where Sora and Kairi kind of cross images. And it's really strange, makes no fucking sense up until the very end of the game, which is Kairi's heart has been stored inside Sora the whole time. And when Sora learns this, he kills himself with his own Keyblade to free her.
Suicide is a thing here for some.
Yep, it is.
Oh my god!
And so
what the fucking fuck?
And so this is where the whole conversation of he creates multiple nobodies, because multiple hearts were inside of him, so he created multiple nobodies when he killed himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to summarize what I know so far. Big drink. Kingdom Hearts is a place.
Yes, technically.
People if people get separated from their hearts, the hearts go on to become heartless, and the nobodies are the bodies that become without a heart, and you kill them both, and bam, you're back to good.
Yes and no.
And there's this person.
No, if you kill the heartless,
just
the heart
fucking bear with me.
Heart.
Give me 1 second. I also know that there's a person named Ansem, and then he has like a doppelganger named Xanax or whatever. And then...
Yep, sort of. Ansem the Wise, yep.
Sure, yeah, that guy. And also Mark Hamill voices someone, so I think I'm good.
So the story is way too convoluted for its own fucking good. And they've had to retcon so many things. That's why there's been so many re-releases of games.
I told you. I told you.
Every game that has come out since there's Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, and then a assload of fucking re-releases and recodings and this and that. And because they couldn't get their own fucking story straight, they've changed the story in each single one of these games and have just left people to try and figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
There are there are 7 to 8 hour live streams of people trying to break down the lore of this whole series.
Okay, so there's also another thing that I don't understand, because like every time I see anyone playing Kingdom Hearts, it's always in like this individual world. Like I watched someone play the Toy Story level today, and Donald and Goofy and Sora were all toys. Like they appeared as toys. What the fuck is going on there? Like why are they all toys?
So
because
all
Toy Story and the world.
Well,
yes.
I get that it's fucking Toy Story theory, chicken. But why are they toys?
One of them was not real, and the other one was real. But which one was fucking real? Who was phone?
I see that I've touched a nerve.
I'm lost. As far as like the reason they look like toys is whatever world they step into, they become auto immersed essentially. So like, if you look at like Kingdom Hearts 2, they stepped into the Tron world and they all of a sudden were in the Tron outfits. It's whatever world they step into, they automatically become part of it. It's I don't know, continuity sakes. I don't fucking care.
But no, I'm literally watching somebody play Kingdom Hearts 3 right now, and Xehanort, in whatever fucking form, was like, "Oh, we split the realities. One of them is real, one of them is not. Which one are you in?" Ooh.
So it's like trying to challenge your perception of which reality that you're in. So it's like, am I the toy or am I the Tron or something like that? Is that the kind of bullshit they're trying to lay down?
So I don't know much about 3. I haven't done any digging into 3. I haven't played 3 yet. All the lore I have leads up to 3. And they actually do this whole copy world thing in one of the other games. I think it's actually called Recoded, where they stick Sora's brain into a computer so that he can remember who the fuck he is. It's dumb because he lost all of his memories. And yeah.
Okay, so oh my god, I have so many fucking questions. Like there's I don't hardly get any of this.
Listen.
I'm listening.
We have questions too, and we've been doing this.
Yeah, there's one thing that I've learned, like, because at this point in time, I've talked to quite a few Kingdom Hearts. I want to say fans, but that doesn't seem like the right word because I've never met a Kingdom Hearts fan. I've met people who play Kingdom Hearts, and they're always like, "Yeah, I play Kingdom Hearts," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Which one's your favorite?" And they're like, "I don't fucking care."
None of know what's going on.
They just
I can answer that one for me. For me, it was Chain of Memories because it was different than all the other ones. It was actually kind of a card game mixed in with a fighting game. It was a very different style than they had ever done, and so Chain of Memories for me is personally my favorite.
But are you ever proud about being a fan of it?
For me, it was
Like, have you ever been like,
the first one came out when I was 11. I was 11 and played this game. What the fuck?
I mean, I look at it this way: is that like I was a fan of it for a long time, and then they took 15 fucking years to give me a sequel, so I just don't give a shit anymore.
Well, at least you get sequels to things. Like, I've got a bunch of like shit that I cherished in my childhood that I don't get sequels to. I'd take a shitty sequel over nothing. And from the looks of it, like, the sequel that they're pumping out is pretty good, but it just makes no fucking sense.
Well, the story has never made any sense. There's multiple games where you're not following Sora, you're following other characters, but all the characters link to Sora at some level. Multiple people have shared a body with Sora. It's real fucking weird.
What?
Yeah, it's he can like carry other people's hearts.
Wait, hold on. Sora's a guy?
Yes, Sora is a dude.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's a guy.
Oh, that is really unfortunate.
Also, Sora has an angsty best friend named Riku, and he also is super unique in a lot of ways.
Wait, why is Riku a he?
So unique.
Riku's a girl. She wears like a yellow bikini. I played Final Fantasy X. Riku is not a guy.
Riku is a dude. Yeah.
There's two Riku.
Why?
No,
What?
Well, there's
How?
like 6 Rikus.
No.
There's
What?
Riku. There's Riku with 1K, and that's the original character from Kingdom Hearts. And there's Riku
What?
with 2Ks, who is actually from Final Fantasy.
I refuse to accept this.
And there is Riku recreated. There is like a 4th one of him floating around that looks actually like the big bad guy, but is actually Riku. It's real dumb.
No shit.
There's a lot of body swapping and
Basically,
yeah.
Miss Chi actually brings up a good point, because at one point in time I remember hearing about Sephiroth. Isn't like he's one of the most difficult character or boss battles in any game ever, right?
He's in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of fucking shit to find him in the end game. Of one of, I don't even fucking remember. Is it 2 that you fight him? I think it's 2. But yeah, it's one of the most ludicrous fight scenes. It's like trying to play, a God of War hack and slash mixed with fucking a bullet hell shooter trying to dodge every attack he has. It's fucking ludicrous.
Basically, what happened was Kingdom Hearts got really popular, and they were like, how can we make money off of this? So they took a story that could have been told in like 2 or 3 games, and they were like, let's spread it out over 70 games. And just
the description of bullet hell with like RPG actually gave me a hangover instantly. Like, I'm still drunk, but I feel hungover right now. That feels so convoluted and horrifying. Like, there have been games where I look at the TV screen and just be like, I don't want to do this, and I have fully gone to GameStop and returned that game immediately. I don't think I'd make it 10 minutes into a Kingdom Hearts thing, especially since I've watched some of the voice acting.
One unique thing.
I've watched some of the voice acting, and it really angers me, because they get some people who like spot on emulate the person they're trying to do, like in the one that I just watched with the Monsters Inc. thing. Mike Wazowski and Sully both have really good voice actors that are trying to replicate the original voice actors from the movie. But then they have like them delivering the shittiest fucking lines, like, they can never get into our hearts. It's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Just say the goddamn line. It's a fucking soap opera.
They had Jesse McCartney voice a character. Jesse McCartney!
You're going to wake up the children.
They are not home.
I was just joking. I didn't know that you had children. All right.
I was going to say, also, I might lose hearing here.
But, my God. What? Okay, so I don't even know where to fucking begin anymore. Like, I'm still fascinated about the idea of a Keyblade that opens the worlds, but everyone fucking has one, but they're replicas, and...
So...
Okay, all right, hold on, we're gonna back up. What is Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, I totally lost you. I didn't hear what you said.
What is Kingdom Hearts? Like, just explain what the physical place of Kingdom Hearts is.
The physical place of Kingdom Hearts is where all the hearts of all the worlds are, essentially.
Which one? There's also the hearts of men, and there's so many.
Yeah.
There's multiple Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, but the one that you actually are worried about in the games mostly is the one that links all the Disney worlds together. Like, all of those Disney worlds are all linked to that Kingdom Hearts, which is kind of the main one you're trying to defend.
So you're fucking telling me that at some point in time, Disney could come out, like, after they buy out everything Marvel, and make a Disney, like, Kingdom Hearts, which is just Marvel.
Oh, they could right now.
If Captain America was in Kingdom
So they totally could, right?
Oh,
I mean, yeah, absolutely. They could right now. Like, they already... Yeah. I mean, there's so much they could do. It's like, the difference is that Square Enix makes the game, and they just license characters from Disney. So Disney doesn't necessarily have its fingers in the pie on the technical side of things.
But
let's be honest, Square Enix is paying them so much money.
Oh,
yeah.
no! Don't tell me that in Kingdom Hearts 3, because I obviously haven't seen all of it. There's not a Jedi thing, is there? They're not going to ruin Star Wars, are they?
I have no idea, but I would
I don't
bet.
know
It was a
either.
very aggressive conversation to wake up to. An extremely aggressive
What up, Chloe?
conversation.
Or Rick?
I hear Scottish accents and I love it.
Yes, you've been screaming in my ear for the past 20 minutes, alright? I'll get to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It is 8 a.m. and you have been screaming in my ear for the past 20 minutes.
You're the one who signed on, man. You can't be yelling at people screaming in your ear.
Don't you start me. Right? I'm cranky. I have had very little.
Oh, please yell at me. Yell at me all you
Fucking
want.
fight
I
me.
will take it.
Wow, this definitely changed tones really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're gonna go.
Scottish and Irish accents are my fucking weakness.
Yeah, that's
And apparently Thanos, but that's a different thing.
yeah. Rick's gonna be mad at me, but she's just gonna yell at everyone.
Anyway, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so it's a physical place, but there's like places for all the hearts, and the Keyblades unlock it, but not everyone has the right Keyblade. There's a bunch of evil people. Okay, here's one. Okay, the evil people, Organization 13.
Mhm.
What the fuck do they want? What are they doing?
Okay, so Organization 13 exists in a lot of different
Again!
ways.
But also, they're all Xehanort. But they just want to.
Wait, they're all the same people. Like all the people there are the same people, including the Mark Hamill dude.
No, so
Eventually,
no, he puts a
they're not.
he puts a
but they
piece
are.
of himself in each of them.
So it's oh, it's like a Horcrux. No?
Yeah,
What was that?
yeah, it is. He puts a piece of him. It's exactly like a fucking Horcrux. You're right.
Oh
my
my
God.
god! Oh my god!
I never fucking thought of that. Holy shit, this is a revelation.
So the reason he's doing that is the yelling aside. The reason he's doing that.
I might have to be on the chef side of this. Maybe I don't know enough.
So the reason he's
Come to the
putting a
chef's
piece
side.
of himself in each of these people is way back. We're going to take a step back from the main character, Sora. There was a war. It's called the Keyblade War. There was a bunch of different factions of a bunch of different Keyblade wielders, and they just fucking slaughtered each other.
Why?
It doesn't really explain why they all went to war, but there's a Keyblade graveyard with thousands of Keyblades.
But why?
And basically, in that process, they were battling for the ultimate blade.
But why?
Because
I
the
don't-
ultimate blade is ultimate power. I don't know.
Okay.
People
all
wanted
right.
ultimate power.
And what does the Ultimate Blade do? Again?
Anything, everything. It's think of it like the Infinity Gauntlet. It can
Oh.
do anything.
So the Ultimate Keyblade
That's
is
bringing
like
up
literal
Thanos.
Jesus, so it's the Jesus Blade.
It's a good example. Get over it.
I'm just gonna call it the Jesus Blade because it's Jesus.
Okay. That's fair. So that Keyblade during the war was shattered into 20 pieces. 7 light and 13 dark.
What?
How
And
come
that's where the
dark get
7...
more?
Huh?
How come the dark get more? Why does the dark win?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't write the story. I'm just telling you what I know.
Oh my god, this is my favorite thing. Okay, so the members of Organization 13, who are in fact heartless, are
No, they're not villains.
No.
They're nobodies.
no,
They're nobodies.
nobodies.
They're
'cause
nobodies.
They've never had a heart. Okay, all right, but they are manifestations of the dark pieces of the Ultimate Keyblade.
No. So They actually
What the
aren't.
fuck?
So the main bad guy, he wants to try and recreate it. So he needs 7 pieces of pure light and 13 pieces of pure darkness to try and recreate the blade. This is what I know. This is going into the third one. The third one's supposed to wrap this all into a nice little package, but it's not going to happen. But basically, he's trying to collect the 7 pure hearts, which are the 7 princesses.
Who are the 7
like
princesses?
Sleeping Beauty, all of those princesses, and then Kyrie is the 7th one, which is why the whole story revolves around this bitch. But she's basically not important in the rest of the game, but the whole game revolves around her because she's the purest of them. Kyrie is.
So they need the 7 pure hearts and... Wow, okay, don't... I... Do you live in the country? Like, are you disturbing neighbors right now?
My closest neighbor is like a mile away.
Okay, so the seven untainted hearts of princesses. So who are the fucking 13 assholes?
So basically, he couldn't find 13 pure dark people. So he created them. He's pure evil, so he started putting pieces of himself into partially evil people to corrupt them more.
So where did he come from?
Oh god, you had to go there. Okay. That sumbitch can time travel. It's weird.
No.
Yeah. So he was a person back in the times of the Keyblade War, and he was an apprentice to the wise guy. I forgot what he was called again.
Ansem?
The name. I lose the name. Ansem the Wise.
Holy shit! I got one.
So, does
hold on.
anybody else remember
I've been waiting all day for this.
this like trailer of this weird Keyblade War, but like forever ago?
Yeah, that was actually a spoiler to one of their other offshoot games. It was like the scene of like them walking, like the camera's panning down the path, and there's a bunch of Keyblades everywhere. That's the graveyard.
Miss Cheed, if you know a little bit about Kingdom Hearts lore, you're more than welcome to step in. Would you like to come in the chat? Because she's showing pictures the entire time. Like she's right here with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and unmute her in case she wants to jump on in. What she does or not is up to her. Either way, Miss Chi, you're unmuted. If you want to jump in and talk, have at.
I'm on Chef's side of this. I know way less than I thought I did.
I know nothing. Like, all I know is that it's a weird, froofy little Disney game that has blades that are made of keys, and like like I saw the scene today where someone is holding like this big key to someone's face, and they're like trying to be threatening, and all I see is like, motherfucker, you couldn't kill anyone with that.
Yeah, like
you would have to hit them really hard several times, and they're like trying to like hold it to their throat, and it's like, it's not sharp. It's a key.
Well, I mean, if you look through some of the...
I thought
it's a magic key.
But it's a fucking key. It doesn't like... You can't slash throats with it.
Well, there's actually some blades that could possibly do it. The one from the Nightmare Before Christmas world, that one, I think, does have the potential of slicing a bitch up.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the ultimate one that you sent a picture of from Endgame in the second game. Like, a lot of those keyblades actually look sharp as fuck and could actually do some serious damage to a motherfucker.
Okay. I suppose some of them might. I haven't seen all of them, obviously. The one that I saw was just like the block. It was the block. It was the block end of a key that was just sitting against someone's throat, and they were like trying to threaten with it. And like, it's a block. It can't fucking cut anybody's throat.
It's a magic weapon, man.
Yeah, it's a magic weapon, and that's the first keyblade that you interact with. The one that looks like genuine, like a key.
Yeah.
That is horrifying. Okay. All right. So I think I'm kind of putting some of this together.
I mean, the lore, not aside from the game itself, but the way the game started was like in an accident. Like in Japan, in the same building, Disney and Squaresoft had offices, and the creator was just like, "Hey, I have this pitch idea. Let me tell you." And the Disney side was like, "Hey, this kind of sounds cool. Let's do it." And they kind of went along with it, and now we have this thing we know as Kingdom Hearts today.
I hate it. Like, I hate it. I hate that I have to know it. I haven't seen like 90% of the movies that are involved with it too. Like, I know that there's the big white fucking flooby dude that's a robot who's like really happy looking. I don't know.
Mean, to be perfectly honest, none of the Disney worlds fucking matter to the story.
So it's all just one gigantic clusterfuck.
Yeah, like really a lot of the Disney worlds don't fucking matter. The whole purpose is Sora is sent there for some fucking reason to do a thing, and that's the only reason they're there. They're there as a place to do an objective for him. And it has nothing to do with the actual place itself.
Like I watched
they could have just do it for marketing.
I watched the scene earlier, and I'm literally holding my head in my hands because I can't get over this as of yet, where Woody from Toy Story was with these three characters, Donald Duck, Goofy, and Sora, and they were in like this weird realm, and they were yelling at some dude who's in a black robe, so I'm assuming he's bad, because, I mean, let's face it, a lot of ham-fisted fucking symbolism going on in Kingdom Hearts.
Well,
and
Roxas was, in the second game, we didn't know what happened to him, and he turned out to be on the bad guy side for a little while, so he was a little bit bad, and you're tasked to go find him and turn him back into the good Roxas.
But also Roxas
this motherfucker's bad. This motherfucker's bad because he's like pointing at people and they're being enveloped in darkness. So like I know that they're being bad, but like Woody is stepping forward onto like this swirling dark thing and talking about the power of friendship, and I just wanted to die right then and there.
Yeah, it reminds me of the old Yu-Gi-Oh episodes where they talk about the power of friendship wins over everything.
Like that's a common theme though in all the games, is that it's about friendship. And the first game starts off with Sora wanting to go find his friends.
I understand that, but they're not like, at this point in time, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not being marketed to new players. It's not being geared towards 9, 10, 11-year-olds. It's being geared towards the 9, 10, 11-year-olds that played it 20 years ago. So now people in the 30s are picking this up and seeing Woody march forward, talking about the power of friendship and trying to maintain a straight face while he's doing it with the shittiest voice acting that I've ever heard. And I can't understand it. Like, is he going to pick up a Keyblade and just fucking skull fuck Xanax or whatever the fuck his name is? I don't know what the hell's going on.
Again, all of my knowledge is pre Kingdom Hearts 3. I haven't touched it, so I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with that one. I haven't touched
Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. I don't have the funds to put towards it. Yeah, I'll wait till like a Game of the Year edition comes out or another collection comes out.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll try not to spoil anything for you because I've been barely paying attention as it is thus far. But there's enough that it's just horrifying. I don't get it.
I've been watching some Let's Plays of a couple of people, so that's the only way I'm going to be able to experience it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to not play this one. I've played almost all of the other ones and learned a lot of this on my own. They just waited too long for me. I just don't have the heart for it anymore.
Does that mean you're a nobody?
I was raging and ranting because just the core principle of it's not a PS exclusive. It's dual exclusivity, and that just set him off.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that got mad at the Square Enix team for putting it on Xbox One this time around because it's always been just a PlayStation exclusive game. But a lot of people had their panties in a bunch over the fact that they're putting it on Xbox as well. So I don't know why. I mean, it's a game. People should play it.
Legitimately, like, just for the game, like how it looks, how it plays, how it feels, and everything the message is trying to convey, it fucking looks like a Nintendo game. And everyone knows what I mean if you're a gamer.
Oh yeah, it definitely has that feel, and they've gone that way on purpose. They are on purpose being cartoony. They're not trying to push the edge of what these consoles can do. They're definitely not pushing for the cutting edge here. They are playing that Disney cartoony on purpose.
And that was true for the other games too. I didn't feel as if it was pushing any of the boundaries for the system.
No, they were always they were always just trying to portray it that art style and never any better.
Okay, so I think we should probably cut this, but I'm going to recap what I think I fucking know about this, and that is that there was a Jesus Keyblade that exploded, and there was 13 bad and 7 good, and the 7 goods are being represented by the 7 like really good princesses like Snow White and bullshit like that. That's why there's a bunch of frou-frou shit. And then there was the mega bad guy who split himself into 13 pieces like Horcruxes in order to try and replicate the ultimate Keyblade. And then you have Sora, who is a Keyblade wielder. I'm assuming that she's probably on the path of light, like she's one of the light fucking people. And I said she, it's a he, a poor son of a bitch. He is trying to protect Kingdom Hearts, the one that matters, not all the other ones, but the one that matters. And then there's like a bunch of other people from the organization of 13 that are trying to like make this shit fucking happen. And then they can go into other universes in order to protect things against shit. I'm losing the fucking plot. This is insanity. That is where I'm leaving my understanding for tonight. We have to continue this another point in time because I really want to learn this. This is becoming more complex than the fucking Bible. And I think I found my new religion, and I'm not happy about it.
And my husband does agree with you. He likes the analogy that you made that Xehanort is Voldemort in that sense.
Yeah.
It fucking sounds like it, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so are we content? We good? We should pick this up next weekend.
What subject in the Kingdom Hearts world do you want to discuss further?
I don't fucking know. At this point in time, I'm probably going to watch a little bit more Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm going to write down my questions and try to figure out what the fuck we're going to talk about next weekend.
I would love to
but I
pick in some more. Just tone down a little bit. I love her enthusiasm for this game in this series.
Love the enthusiasm, but I was worried that it was bad for her own health and blood pressure, so that's kind of why the mute happened there. I felt bad because I've been there in my life before where I'm just screaming, "No, you motherfucker!" Yeah, I get there. I understand that level of passion, and that's nothing that's good for their health.
No,
so,
never.
Yeah, so, okay,
Also,
we're going to cut this. Yeah, I'm going to cut this for now. I really appreciate you guys trying to explain this to me because it can be a fucking lot to what I understand.
I can make charts, not necessarily put them on the internet, but or I can find some decent videos.
If you have,
like, here.
I have a perfect video that I can send you a link to.
You're gonna find the 5-minute explanation ones because I haven't watched them, so I don't even know how condensed those ones are.
I looked through some of those trying to brush up on my knowledge before stepping in here, and I ended up having to watch like a 35-minute video just to kind of get a breakdown, just to refresh my memory because it's been a decade.
Dude, what did the first Kingdom Hearts game come out anyways?
I don't have an answer for that. Let me Google it.
It obviously, because it was PS2 era, so it had to been like 2004, 2005?
At least 2007, because I know it came out when I was in college. And I remember playing it during that time.
Once again, in the complete dark, so I have no idea. I would Google if I could actually type correctly, because I'm seeing fucking triple of everything right now.
See.
Okay,
Kingdom
Theory
Hearts 2
Chicken
came out
is saying 2002. Oh, wait. Oh,
yeah. 2005 was the second one, but yeah, 2002 I think is right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, once again, I really appreciate you guys for joining me. That was a hell of a fucking thing. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the stream right now. I have to go drink a lot of water, maybe force some carbs into my system, get a little bit of non-alcoholic Pedialyte into me and whatever. But this has been an educational and horrifying experience, one that I hope that we can continue. So next weekend, we will continue this. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sean Doris, and thank you, Ms. Xtina, and thank you, Theory Chicken, for your incredibly vivacious contributions. So once again, we'll continue this again next weekend. Hope you all have a good night.